Directly below the mouse, I have the rubber tool. Now, when I pick up the rubber from the board, I can begin to erase my work, but it comes up with a generic circle. I can't make that circle any bigger for erasing. I can only use the circle it comes with. If I click on the rubber icon from the toolbar, I can then choose the thickness of my rubber. So I have a thin line, a medium line, and a thick line. I'm going to go ahead and choose the thicker line, and then I'm just going to erase a little bit of work here. And there we go. I've erased part of my arm there, or highlighted arm. So that's the eraser tool. You could just pick up the eraser from the smartboard tray and erase that way. So the next one down is our keyboard. So if I click on that one, I get my keyboard exactly the same as when I press on the keyboard button on the smartboard tray. Obviously I don't want the keyboard right now, so I'm just going to close that by clicking on the X in the corner. Our next tool on my pen tray, my smartboard tool, sorry, is the Magic Pen. Now the Magic Pen is very special for two reasons. So if I click on that, I have my colours. It doesn't matter what colour you choose, so I'll go with black. And then you have two different features for your Magic Pen. The first one is to spotlight. Now the example could be, you could say to someone, can someone show me where the heart is on this body? They come up, they take the pen, or they use their finger, and they draw a circle around the heart. Now watch what happens when I do that. So I draw my circle around the heart, and then I get a spotlight. And with that spotlight, I can click on the light just down there and move it around the page. Or I can click on the blue outline to make it smaller or make it bigger. And you have to use your imagination when using a smartboard. So you now have a completely different scenario where you could say to someone, you could say to your class, do you think the intestines are lower or higher than the heart? Someone comes up, they click on the light, and then they start to move that around the board. And once they found it, you say the next question, and so on, so on, so on, until the whole picture is revealed, perhaps. So again, you have to really use your imagination when using a smartboard. At the moment, it's a circle, but we could make it a different shape, and there's an arrow tool just there. So if I click on this arrow, I get some options available to me. I have the transparency of this black section here, and I can also change the shape. So I'll go and click on shape, and I'll change that to star. I also have rectangle and circle. And again, exactly the same, I can move that around, but it's a different shape. To exit from the spotlight, all I do is click on the arrow and then click on the exit button. So I'll click there, and we're back, and there's my writing where I left it. Another tool with the Magic Pen is the magnifier. And again, one of the games could be, well, if you can't see this area very well, you could pick up your pen and draw a square around that area you want to magnify. A box pops up, and that's our magnifier box. What I suggest you do is grab this box and move it to the top or the bottom corner of the page, because what will happen is otherwise your magnifier box will magnify itself. So to get away from that, move it to the side of the page and then continue using it. So don't magnify using this section here, magnify within this new window. Just put your finger on the board and drag to the area you want to see closer. So there we have it. And that's the area I wanted magnified. I'll just move that a little bit, and you can see it's actually magnifying the magnified box, which is why I say move it across, then you get a better image. So that's the magnify tool, and to close that I just press in the X in the top, and it's gone. So that was the Magic Pen. And now we're going to use the screen shade. So on my tools, below the Magic Pen, I have a screen shade. If I click on that, I get this big blank grey canvas come up. And what I can do with this is I can use it for exams. So if I had drawn on the board, like I had just done, and then said, right, there's an exam now, I can put the screen shade up, and they can do their exam without looking at the board. I can also move the screen shade around in different positions. So then I can use it for different things, such as if I said, I'll show you this much, but the rest I want you to fill in. I can use it like that. So it's quite a nice tool for exams, to stop cheating really. So I'll come across, and to close that, I'll click on the X. So I'll go to that, and it's gone. So that was our screen shade. One of the most important features about using a smartboard is saving your work. Now, if this was just a generic whiteboard, I come into the class, I write on my board, and at the end of the lesson I walk out, someone else walks in, and my work is gone, but not with an interactive whiteboard. What I can do is save my work very, very easily. And to do that, come across to where the X is in the top corner, and right next to that there's a camera button. And all you do is press that camera button and your work will be saved for you. So I've already saved my work, and what happens is it loads up another piece of software called Smart Notebook, and that's the software which comes with the smartboard. I'm not going to show you how to use that in this video because it is quite complex, and there will be other videos to show you how that works later down the line. But for now, your saved work goes into this program, and then to save that as a PDF or as an image, all I do is come up to the top corner, click on File, come down to Export, then I can choose to export it as a web page, an image file, a PDF, or a PowerPoint. I'll choose image file, my destination folder, I'll just browse to that, my documents is fine, I'll press OK again, and that's saved as a picture into my documents. And that's pretty much how you use a smartboard, how you use the tools, and how you save the work. So I hope you got something out of this lesson, and I hope you enjoy using smartboards.